I wasn't planning to make a video today, but after witnessing the monumental robbery against Olympique de Marseille, I feel obligated to do it. Because honestly, it's been a long time since I've seen what we witnessed today. And that's coming from me, a Barça fan who's more than used to seeing those little gifts given to Real Madrid. I want this video to reach everyone, so please hit the like button. Let's try to get 100,000 likes. Here's what I'm saying. In the Champions League first round, Real Madrid beat Olympique de Marseille 2-1. Dan Carvajal was sent off in the match. I keep seeing and reading about it on Twitter. There are people who say that Carvajal's red card wasn't deserved. There are people who keep saying that Carvajal was sent off unfairly. Please, let's think things through. If you're a Madrid, Barça, or Arsenal fan, you know perfectly well that it's a completely mandatory red card. It's crystal clear. It's a textbook red card. But do you know what happens? Carvajal has been like this since he arrived at Real Madrid, since he came back from Bayern Leverkusen. Throwing elbows left and right. And there have been almost no referees who have done what really needs to be done with Carvajal, which is to send him off. This guy thinks he can do whatever he wants. And today he headbutted Rulli on the nose in a play where the ball wasn't even being contested. But since he thinks there's no video assistant referee, since he thinks there's absolutely no one in charge of the referees, he just does whatever he wants. This happened today, but he's done much more and never stops with Real Madrid or the national team. He always makes an impact in every match, whether he starts or comes on in the second half. Dani Carvajal, there's not a single match where he doesn't leave his mark at least once. I don't just want to discuss the red card, which was clear to me. I also want to address the penalties. It's true that the first one could have been avoided, of course, but the second one, the one that gives Real Madrid the win, is crazy. It seemed Madrid would lose with the match tied 1-1. They kept trying repeatedly to find a chance against Courtois with varying luck. But that match shouldn't have been lost. Marseille didn't even manage to draw. However, Real Madrid took all 3 points. The way they achieved it is what I think we should discuss a bit. People can tell me in the chat, hey, you're right. Or on the other hand, they could also tell me that I'm making it up, that I'm the one here, rambling and making things up. Real Madrid has been totally favored today, despite the sending off. In fact, I'll go even further. Real Madrid has been favored because by sending off Dani Carvajal, the referee wanted to balance the match. So simply just because of that, I believe there's already been interference in this match, and Real Madrid is making it worse by giving UEFA a dossier claiming they're being harmed. Cry, and cry. It's what they always do, what they've done throughout their whole history, and it's what they're doing now. Why do they do this? We saw it already in the Copa del Rey. They made a referee cry simply because they kept putting that pressure on the referees over and over again. They keep going with Real Madrid television and the press, all controlled by Real Madrid. Why? So that on days like today, when things are heating up, a little hand appears, a black hand, 2 penalties. Today, Real Madrid won despite being down a player after a red card. This happens with cameras. This happens in the year 2025. This happens in the Champions League, which is the best club competition. This happens with, I don't know how many video assistant referee cameras watching and being 100% attentive from start to finish. How many times did this team cheat before video assistant referee? How many times did this team cheat even before there were cameras? The number of trophies they have, the number of trophies in those display cases that are tainted. I have no doubt that Real Madrid has once again been favored by the referees today. But tomorrow the sun will rise and it will appear again on the screen, on the front pages all over the world. Despite everything, they were harmed, and this has been happening throughout history. It's called changing the narrative, but I take it further. Even because there's a shot from Kondogbia from outside the box, which Eder Militao himself stops with his arm. I'm seriously freaking out. If this is natural, God should see it himself. They were upset recently about Valde's penalty, saying the rules are applied as they wish, but it's always been this way. But what happened today? I'll say it again. It's just unbelievable. I'm letting it out a bit because I had to. I watched the match and I said, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. When it was already the 97th minute, because they added 7 minutes when it was the 97th minute, I said, is Real Madrid going to win this match? Is Real Madrid actually going to win? Is Militao's handball really not being called? That completely non-existent penalty in the 80th minute in favor of Real Madrid with a goal by Mbappe. A brace by Mbappe, by the way. From the penalty spot, that goal by Mbappe from the penalty spot is going to count on the scoreboard. Are we just going to stay quiet? Is no one going to say anything here? Is someone going to come out now and say, hey, this was a lie, this was a joke? This is a surprise we're going to give you, and now the referee is going to come out and say, no, sorry, it was a lie. The match ends in a 1-1 tie, with points shared and everyone heading home. So, after everything in this match, was it really going to end 2-1 for Real Madrid? Militao's handball isn't called because the referee ignores it? Video assistant referee doesn't step in? Did they announce video assistant referee will intervene less now? What for? Exactly this. What else? Why would they say video assistant referee will intervene less? They know they can mess things up, pardon my language. A bit more to the teams that play against Real Madrid, well, that's what's going to happen, and it's going to be much easier. Video assistant referee doesn't act, everyone stays silent and nothing happens. The match ends with no further comments. Real Madrid won 2-1, and I'll repeat, that 83-minute penalty was shameful. Honestly, I don't even think this needs to be explained, but still, I'm gonna try. Let's do an exercise. Let's take a deep breath and try to explain something that's for kids, like 5-year-olds. Let me tell you something. The Marseille player is falling, there's a rebound, and the player is falling to the ground. He's falling, puts his hands down, and the ball hits his hand. It doesn't go to the ball. There's no intent here. I mean, it's not like he's trying to benefit from the ball. It's not like he's trying to cover his face with the ball. There's nothing you can do. You can't cut off your hand. That's the phrase people use for these penalties. That's what happened today. The player fell to the ground and wasn't even watching the ball, just the play. That ball grazes his hand. It struck the Olympique de Marseille player's arm and the referee called a penalty. I say the referee because video assistant referee is just a machine, an expensive intelligence that's being paid for. Video assistant referee didn't step in during the 80th minute of a Champions League match where nothing should go wrong. It's supposed to be one of the most serious competitions on the planet. But the fact is that today, for whatever reason, video assistant referee didn't want to intervene. I don't know where the referee saw such obviousness in this ball. I don't know where they saw such clear evidence that there was a handball at all. I don't know where they saw that the play was stopped. I don't know what they saw. The Marseille player, of course, tried to take advantage at some point because honestly, no matter how many times I watch it back and forth, it's hard to believe this player wants to hit the ball with his hand just to stop Vinicius from getting it. The fact is that a penalty was avoided here. Mbappe scored it. Real Madrid made it 2-1 and took all 3 points. And as usual, and since I'm a Barça fan, I just wanted to make this video simply to vent a little. This was a major robbery, something that hasn't happened in a while. It's tough, since nearly every match has a moment that makes you say, oh my God. How can a referee or video assistant referee allow this? Video assistant referee often steps in, but even then, the decisions are sometimes so unclear you have to laugh. So today, what happened is simply what I've already told you. I mean, a series of plays, a series of, well, coincidences that happened today, in which Real Madrid, with 1 player less, has won with 2 penalties in their favor. And on top of that, we have to keep our mouths shut and we're left looking like fools as if we can't even give our opinion. Well, look, here's my opinion. And if it's true, I think this is too much. I mean, hey, that's enough, please. That's enough. Win a game by being better, not by using every trick or getting extra help. See you in the next video. Barça today, Barça always.